Good morning, students. As in previous audio, I taught you the third lesson of your supplementary rigor is Suran the storyteller, and the lesson was continued. Today, I will complete this lesson. Now, I will tell you how Iswaran continued the story related to a female ghost, and Mahendra, after listening his story, was surprised and afraid. Now, students, all of you open at page number 16, and then I will read the story and I will explain. Now, open your book. He went on to narrate how he sometimes saw ghosts at night. I am not easily frightened by these things, sir. I am a brave fellow, but one horrible ghost of a woman which appears off and on at midnight during the full moon. It is an ugly creature with matted hair and a shriveled face, like a skeleton holding a fetus in its arms. Now Mahendra started the story of a female ghost, and he said that when there is full moon at night, there was a female ghost who was taking a fetus in its arms, just like it was a skeleton taking fetus in its arms. Iswaran said. Mahendra shivered at the description and interrupted rather sharply, "You are crazy, Iswaran. There are no such things as ghosts or spirit. It is all figment. Figment means imaginary thing. Figment means imaginary thing, and fetus means unborn mammal." Now, when Iswaran told Mahendra that when there is full moon at night, there was a female ghost who appeared there, and it was taking a fetus in its arms, like it was looking skeleton. But Mahendra did not believe in his story and said it was only imaginary thing. Figment, imaginary thing. Mahendra said that it was only his imagination, not a real thing, that there was a ghost, female ghost there. He left the room and retired for the night, expecting Iswaran to sulk for a couple of days, but the next morning he was surprised to find the cook as cheerful and talkative as ever. Saying this, Mahendra had gone to sleep in his room, but next day when he woke up, he came and found that Iswaran was at the same condition and he was cheerful and talkative as ever. From that day on, Mahendra, for all his brave talk, went to bed with a certain unease. Every night he peered into the darkness outside through the window next to his bed, trying to make sure that there was no movement of dark shapes in the vicinity. Vicinity, the surrounding area. From that night, every night, Mahendra was looking through the window at night, and he wanted to know whether any ghost was moving there. But he could only see a sea of darkness with the twinkling lights of the factory miles away. But he did not see anything. He only found that the lights of factory was twinkling there, miles away, many miles away. He had always liked to admire the milk-white landscape on full moon nights, but after hearing Iswaran's story of the female ghost, he avoided looking out of his window altogether when the moon was full. But when there was full moon at night, that night Mahendra did not dare see outside to find out whether the female ghost appeared or not. One night Mahendra was woken up from his sleep by a low moan. Moan means sorrowful pain. One night when Mahendra was sleeping in his room, he heard the sorrowful pain. Somebody was crying, moaning. At first, he put it down to a cat prowling around for mice. Prowling is moving and searching. First of all, Mahendra thought that there was a cat who was moving and searching for mice. So it was crying, it was moaning, but he found out that it was not similar to the sound of a cat. You see, he could not. But what happened then? Prowling around the mice, but the sound was too guttural. Guttural, the sound that comes out of the throat. Here, sound coming out of throat is known as guttural sound. The sound was coming, it was guttural sound that was coming out of throat. Then he resisted the curiosity to look out lest he should behold. Behold means see. Behold means see. He wanted to see outside who was crying, who was mourning. And what he did, let's see. Behold, a sight which would stop his heart, but the wailing became, wailing, cries of pain. Wailing means cries of pain. But the wailing became louder and less feline. Feline means like a cat. Feline means like a cat. But the guttering sound that was coming, the guttural sound that was coming out of coming outside of his window, he found that it was not similar to the sound of a cat. There was difference, you see. Lowering himself to the level of the window sill, he looked out at the white sheet of moonlight outside. There, not too far away, was a dark cloudy form clutching bundle. Mahendra broke into a cold sweat and fell back on the pillow, panting. As he gradually recovered from the ghastly experience, he began to reason with himself. Panting is breathing heavily. But at some distance away, Mahendra saw that a dark figure was moving, taking something, a bundle, in its arms. Then he was afraid, and he returned back to his bed, and he slept there. As he gradually recovered from the ghastly experience, ghastly means horrible, fearful. He felt this experience that was very fearful. He began to reason with himself and finally concluded that it must have been some sort of auto-suggestion, some trick that his subconscious had played on him. And after some time he thought that it was only his imagination, and because of fear he had seen that dark figure on that place. By the time he had got up in the morning, he had a bath and come out to have his breakfast. The horror of the previous night had faded from his memory. Iswaran greeted him at the door with his lunch packet and his bag. Just as Mahendra was stepping out, Iswaran grinned and said, grinned means he smiled. And when the morning, Mahendra had prepared himself to go to his work. Iswaran was waiting for him, taking a lunch packet, taking a tiffin, taking a breakfast, and his bag. And then Mahendra came there, and Iswaran smiled, grinned means he smiled, and said, "Sir, remember the other day when I was telling you about the female ghost with a potash in its arms? You were so angry with me for imagining things. Well, you saw her yourself last night. I came running, hearing the sound of moaning that was coming from your room." Sir, on that day, Iswaran said that on that day when he was telling the story of supernatural power, means the story of a female ghost that appeared on full moon night, Mahendra did not believe and thought that it was an imaginary thing. But Iswaran reminded him, "Sir, last night I heard moaning sound near his window," and he went there. Listening to this, Mahendra was greatly afraid, and he wanted to leave that place, and he had written a letter to give to the office to give resignation to his officer, to his master, you see, to his boss. A chill went down Mahendra's spine. He did not wait for Iswaran to complete his sentence. He hurried away to his office and handed in his paper, resolving to leave the haunted place the very next day. Mahendra had gone to his office, and he had written a resignation letter, and he had given to the boss in that office to leave that place from that day. Very next day is the next day. Yes. In this way, students, I have told you how Ishwaran was a good storyteller and how he created horror stories full of suspense, and when he was telling the story with expression, with gesture, it seemed that the story he had told was really true. And you have also known how Mahendra was so afraid to listen to the supernatural story told by Ishwaran. He wanted to leave that place, and he had written a resignation letter to give to his boss to go from that place. Yes, students, I have taught you this lesson. This lesson is completed, and you have to solve the exercise. 6 questions are given. Questions are very easy. You have to solve yourself at your home, and if any problem will be, then you will ask me. Thank you.